Hello and welcome to the show. I am here today playing something a little bit different. This is Factorio. It is a game about designing massively complicated production lines to build various things. Essentially, huge amount of fun, incredibly addicting this game. Finally got round to buying it recently, and I've got a bit of a challenge. I'm going to be, well, trying to build a car. There is indeed a vehicle in the game. There's two vehicles, no, three. There's trains, there's cars, and there's tanks. For this, we are just trying to build a car. It is the Automobilism Tech, and there we go, a car. It uses 8 engines. That would be an impressive. Or maybe they're actually each like an engine unit. Maybe that means like cylinder. Maybe a V8 then. V8 sounds like a plan. We're going to make a V8 buggy for exploring this planet in which we have crash landed, I think, or prospecting or whatever. Yeah, there is. Well, this is where we've spawned. Actually, it's a really lovely spawn that we've got going on here. Fantastic spawn. We've got copper, we've got stone, we've got iron, and we've got coal. What more could we possibly want to begin with? That's all we're really going to need in terms of getting the car up and running. Yeah, we've got, when we landed here, or were sent here, however it goes, we've got 1 drill, 1 furnace, and 8 iron. That's it. That's what we're going to be beginning with here to try and build. Oh, we have a gun as well. We have a pistol, and we have some bullets. I'll be honest, in terms of the combat here, I've left this world generation as essentially default. The only difference is I put on rich ore veins. Not that it's really going to matter too much, because the car is hardly end game stuff. So the reason why you'd have rich ore veins on is if you build up a nice workshop and then, or you build up a huge production line and then the coal that you were working with suddenly runs out. Bit of a pain trying to move everything. However, yeah, it's not going to be a problem for the length of time that we are here. Also, we need water. Is that it? Oh, there's a fish. Can we shoot the fish? Can we mine the fish? Oh, can we catch the fish, maybe? I don't actually know what happens if you catch a fish. I didn't even know there were fish in the game. Ooh! We have fish? Do we fire fish out of a cannon or something? Because it says shooting speed. I don't know what to do with the fish. That's, there we go. I've got very distracted. It's got to night already and we've barely done anything. Yeah, there are baddies. However, in a couple of test games, they didn't seem to do anything. They didn't seem to come and attack me like they should, so I might have set it up wrong, or they might be acting weird. I don't really know. What's that over? It's like a rock for me? I don't know. Anyway, I should get going. I should be doing something. We need some wood to begin with, because we're going to build a chest. We're going to start mining coal. It's important fuel. And, well, oh, actually, no, the very first thing we're going to do, what do I do? We need an axe. Makes it easier for us to manually gather materials. Not that we're going to be doing very much mining ourselves. When you have lots of fancy machines to do all the work for you, I'm going to spend as little time mining as actually possible. Right. So, we are going to... Actually, yeah, there's a good place for that. We're going to get a drill on the go. We will just mine... We're going to mine a couple of coal, because we need something to fire up the drill initially. We will go and build a chest. We'll get the drill started while the chest is being made. And there we go. Now we don't have to mine coal ever again. This drill is going to extract far more coal than it actually burns, so we don't have to mine coal ever. Which is lovely. It's a good start. It's a good start indeed. Now, what we are going to have to go mine a little bit more of is some iron. This is essentially the backbone of just about everything. Certainly early on, and when it comes to later game stuff, I've only played a little bit of Factorio, so to those of you that have spent many hours playing this game and know a lot more than me, I apologise, I'm not going to be very good. However, certainly on the early stuff, it relies entirely on iron, and some of the later kind of game materials is made from iron, so your steel is made from the iron and so on. I don't know how much further down the line things go and how crazy stuff gets, but yeah, that's going to be very, very important. Oh, I wanted some stone. I don't want to go for the copper. I want to grab some stone as well. That's quite important. You don't need masses of it, but it is needed for making like furnaces and so on. Now, you might be looking at this, if you haven't played Factorio before, and be thinking that there is quite a lot of walking and quite a lot of space in between, well, everything that I'm currently working on, and that is true until you start building up your automated factory. Okay, when you start building up your automated factory, this space will very quickly be not enough. It's incredibly easy to build yourself into a corner. So my first attempt at this game, my first attempt at messing around with this game, I very quickly built myself into a corner. It's alarmingly easy to do that. So you will need a lot of space for the stuff that you are doing. Now, we are going to want to get another drill on the go. I don't want to be mining any more iron if I can help it. So we've got a new drill, and we will get that over there. We've got a new drill. That needs some fuel that I've dumped into the furnace by accident. Never mind. Furnace, we'll go grab half of that. How are you doing over there? Yeah, we'll take all of that. You can get a little bit more coal on the go there. We will get this automated in a minute. Now, I could go about building, sort of automating all of this sort of coal production. I say coal production, like coal refueling of these machines. However, the chances are I'm not going to be working with coal for very long, if I can help it. I want to be moving on to electric stuff as soon as possible. Now, there is some, if you like, quality of life things that we can be doing. Certainly when it comes to the coal drill, we will be automating that to refuel itself. We might automate some iron on the go as well, of course. Again, that is half the fun with this game, but I do want to get electricity, and I don't want to kind of build a system, tear it apart, just to rebuild it 10 minutes down the line. So, yeah, we won't go too crazy with automating all of the coal delivery at this moment in time. But we do need to get some iron plates on the go if we are going to automate anything. Right, we'll just let those cook up, because the important things for automating, transport belts and the inserters. These little grabby claws will pick up stuff from inventories, or pick up from belts, or pick up from chests, and then put it into an inventory, depending on how you, what you tell them to do. We'll get one of those on the go, and we'll get some more plates. I'll just run over here. Actually, I should have put the furnace down by the iron. I don't quite know. I guess I need it up here for the coal. Either way, probably need iron. It's staying there for now. Right, that's got plenty of coal on the go. I'll just fill you back up. Right, so we're actually going to want another inserter. I'll explain that in a second. And we're going to want a couple of transport belts. Or, well, every one you make actually makes two. But don't worry about that. Let's grab the chest. Now, what we're going to want to do is put that there, there, and there. So, what we can do now, if we stick that there, we've got an inserter over here. That will be placed that direction, that will be placed that direction. Now, the inserters are going to grab whatever comes past them. In this case, with it being coal, they are grabbing the coal. They first of all put it into themselves, because they take fuel to run, and then they'll insert it into the inventory behind them. In this case, with the drill, because it had 20 coal in it already, that's not bothering to pick it up. It stacks it up to 5 inside the inventory. It kind of depends on what machine it's working on, but it'll stack them up to varying amounts. When that gets to 5, any coal that goes past that will then be ignored, go down here, and then be dropped into the chest. So there we go. So we will be gaining excess coal. It's fueling itself, don't have to worry about that, and getting me coal to fuel the furnace. Over here, we've got a little bit of, so we're running out of a bit of fuel. We can, maybe not quite dump all of that, because we need some for the furnace. That can go in there, that can keep going. And then we can chuck a whole bunch more on the go there. Now, we can also start dumping stuff into the furnace directly. I didn't have enough iron to make enough conveyor belts to get it far enough yet, but we will go and do that. So rather than having this one here, putting it into the chest, what we are now going to do is we're essentially going to add another inserter, because I do still need some going into a chest for other things. So we'll move you. We can always pick up stuff and move it as and when we want later on, if you like. That can go there. That will grab that. That will go there. So that's now going to go fill itself up. That'll fill itself up. And so on. Perfect. Perfect indeed for now. Let's go grab some more of this. We'll need to get some copper on the go. To get the actual electricity working isn't massively expensive, which is nice. You know, it's nice that it isn't terribly expensive to get electricity up and running. I should probably get some. I I should probably get a stone mine going as well. Let's go do that as well. Stone is something that you don't need a huge amount of, but it's nice to have a drill. It's nice to have kind of a couple of hundred sat in a chest ready for when you do actually need it. So I'm not going to worry too much about a big fancy automated system at the moment. So we will just go and get that on the go. We've got enough wood for a chest. We've got 18 coal. We can just sort of stick that in there. That can go, and 5-10 minutes later we'll have plenty of stone for us to be worrying about at this moment in time. Right, let's go and grab this. Now I can of course conveyor belt up from here. I could conveyor belt up from here all the way over to this bit and then be inserting directly into the furnace to start, well, to stop me having to do this jog every time. However, again, as I said, I'm probably going to end up rearranging a whole bunch of stuff, so I'm not going to worry too much about it at this precise moment in time. Oh, we need some... We'll need some stone on the go. There's no coal over here. That's a little bit of... Ooh. Now, do I be really lazy? I mean... do I go work over in that little section? A bit more of a run, but... I can actually be really lazy, and if we work over in this little section momentarily, or is that just like desert tile? Just desert tile. It's going to be a long way though for when I do want to. Bugger it! You know what? We're over here now. We'll do this. This is very lazy of me. However, we can thankfully get 2 burner drills and 1. We got the perfect amount of stone from all of that. It's brilliant. We can get 2 of the drills on the go. We can get... Ooh, we haven't got quite enough iron plates for all of this, I don't think. But never mind. Right, so we can have that machine making some... Ooh, what way around do we want it to go? Just trying to think. I'm just trying to think with the best way of piping stuff. Yeah, so if we have that up there, we can then have that over there. Okay, we're going to need a couple of inserters, and then we're going to need, right, we need more iron plates already. Damn it. I mean, trying to be clever with all of this has not really worked. I'll be honest. See, we've already got to the stage of me trying to do clever things. It will work, my little plan I have here. Unfortunately, it's a 10-minute walk across to the rest of my base. I mean, it should have given us time to get some more... Oh, bugger, if we run out of iron ore in the furnace, we might have done. I guess it will give us more time for all of this to have done things. Please tell me you have enough to... 24 plates isn't too bad. That clock can get going again. Yeah, I'm being... I'm being done with all of this. Just a smidge. Just a smidge unintelligent. But there we go. It's the FailRace way. If I was doing everything perfectly intelligently, it wouldn't be the same. Right, so we need a few transport belts. If we get these inserters... prepared, so that one there will go there. Ooh, okay, that works. I forgot about the width that they were going to take up, so that's essentially going to come down there. Oh no, crap, that's not good. I need another one of those. Bugger. I mean, it is going to work. Oh, wait, hold on, can we rotate it? We can rotate that. It is going to work. It's just going to have to go like that. Damn it. Okay, that's good enough. We need coal. Let's just be cheeky then. I say be cheeky. I didn't want to do mine any more coal. However, it has become imperative that we do. It's going to feed that one there first. Oh, bugger. Oh, no. Okay, that's fine. That's grabbing it over there. He can't get it in time. He's... Oh, no. Actually, that works out quite well. Although that is actually going to cause him problems. Oh, maybe that will not work out well. It will work out well for initially because it means that's going to fill up first. I guess it would. It will stack up to the point where it's going to be stationary, so that thing there can grab it. Because it'll get to a point where he's full, that's full, and then it will just create a queue down here, and then it will load onto that. It works, but although I now do have to try and do. Oh, this is right. New plan. This is a little bit wonky, however. We can put that over there. It will still now fuel itself up. Oh, okay, because that's now... That's run out of fuel. Its attempts to grab stuff burns all of its fuel inside it. Bugger. Right, so we're going to want to have... Oh, This is gonna be a pain in the ass. I've tried to be too neat. I say too neat. I've tried to be too compact with all of this, and it's going to get me in trouble. So we're going to need an inserter grabbing from there into there. We're then going to have to belt out of here. Oh no, we're probably going to want to go down that way first, and then we're going to want to go that way across in front. I'm covering up the resources. I'm not really worried about that at this moment in time. And that can then go there. So now, grabby arm for the copper mine should finally, after many failed attempts, finally get hold of some fuel. No, don't fill that up. Don't fill that up. We need to get him have some fuel. There we go. Bugger. It works. I mean, it's... This is basically how smaller a space can I get this all to work in. Oh, he needs some fuel over there, though, doesn't he? Well, there we go. Forgot about that. He was going to need some fuel. Look, it does the job. It is efficient in terms of space. It's not necessarily efficient in terms of method. At all, in fact. But when we get to electricity, I don't care, because when we get to electricity, we're not having to worry about coal firing the drills or coal firing the burners themselves. That's got plenty of coal going on in there now. You have got lots of iron for us. In fact, have we got enough stone? We don't. More running. I'll get some more stone. I'll get another burner on the go for iron plates, and then we will be good. Right, let's grab 50 of that. That's still all working over there. Thankfully, we can kind of zoom out and see if, like, furnaces are still being fired, essentially. And then that'll let me know if stuff is working as it should do. Right, so we'll just grab another one of these over here. We'll grab 50 out of that. Split the stack into there. You've still got plenty. 24, 38. Right, excellent. Excellent indeed. Now, we need... So to make electricity, we need an offshore pump, we need a steam engine, and we need a boiler. And this will actually be good for a little while. We will probably only need a couple of steam engines to get to you can build quite a big factory with just one power station, essentially, on the go. So, yeah, we shouldn't need to go too crazy in that. We don't need to go up to, like, nuclear reactors and that sort of thing. This is all working as it should. Brilliant. 30 copper plates in there. Oh, that's going a little bit too far. If you build them slightly outside of the range, you kind of end up having a bit of a queue that the grabber will never be able to pick up. So here, if the grabber doesn't automatically drop it into there, in fact, the rate it's going, it's never going to run out. But if the grabber doesn't automatically drop it in, it's just going to sit and queue up here. And when there is space, it'll then be ready for the grabber to pick it up. So, yeah. At the moment, that drill there is not actually mining anything because everything's full up with coal. Nothing's being pulled off the belt. So, it's a lovely, neat little system for what it's doing, for what I'm needing it to do for the first the first episode, the first 20 minutes or so. Because it will, keep itself self-contained until it fills up the furnace, essentially. And that'll be 100. I think it's 100 copper plates that it'll go to. And that'll be... plenty for what I need it to do for now. Because, once we've got the electricity, we'll forget about that section. It'll all be coming from over here. Right. Let's get some electricity being made, then. We need a offshore pump, a boiler, steam engine, and a selection of pipes. And then we will be good. It's surprisingly simple. I thought it was going to be a much more pain in the arse to get electricity working. However, surprisingly simple to have all of this. Right, now, which way do we... I probably don't want to build it coming... I don't want it to interfere down here. That'd probably not work too well. Ooh, you need some more fuel, won't you? I do have fuel on me. Perfect. Yeah, I don't want to build going down this way because we're probably going to have the main... production for iron plates and copper plates going on down here. I think I'll build upwards. I'm trying to plan this out a little bit. Now, what this does mean is while we can build all of the actual electricity components nice and compact up here, it does mean we'll have to build more pylons, essentially, to get the electricity to the various things. Not that that's a particularly big problem. They're fairly cheap to build. Now, does this need water in the back or the side? I can never remember. Never remember which way round. I think it goes like that, but I could be wrong. Now, this thing here is still coal-fired, so I do have to... I'm still going to be needing coal for that. However, again, we've got this lovely amount of coal here. We will just set up our own little conveyor system over here, just to keep this thing here on the go, so I don't have to keep running backwards and forwards. That is the correct way round. There we go. That is creating steam. Steam is going through these pipes into the big steam engine. And we have now got electricity. Now, it doesn't have anywhere to go at this precise moment in time. We haven't got to worry about that. And when it's... Geez, it used 6 coal just to fill all the steam. Now that's essentially full of steam. That steam will hold, and that will stop burning burning coal at this moment in time. So we don't have to worry about sort of wasting coal up there, which is nice. It's definitely nice to know. Definitely nice to know indeed. Right, that's got a whole bunch of crap in there. You can fire some more. You can fire some more, because we're going to need more plates at some point. I say at some point we're going to need more plates. Now, we have got enough materials. Copper we're probably missing. We'll go grab some more from that. We've got enough materials to start getting the electric drills on the go, and then the electric movie inserters. That's the thing. That's the technical term for the movie inserters. Is their is their names? Hopefully, you will have more than enough copper for me. Hey, 68. That's what we like to see. You're all being nicely fed and kept going. There shouldn't be any problems over there. Ooh, what are we? Oh, 23 iron per. That'll be it then. We don't have enough iron just yet. Let's go and get... I'll get 2 of them, because we'll need an iron one and we will need a coal one. These things that we're making now, considerably quicker than these little buggers. Much faster, will produce a hell of a lot more stuff for us. You can probably now be turned off. Perfect. And then big, giant iron miner over there, and then we'll get one for the coal here. Yeah, we might as well get one for the coal up at this part for now. And then we just need the pylons. Ooh, we do not have very much wood. That is one thing. I don't know if there is a logging machine. I kind of assume there is. I haven't come across one. Again, not that you use a massive amount of wood, but yeah, I don't know how you automate. I don't actually know if you stick one of the miners. I assume the miners probably don't work if you stick them on the trees. I haven't ever tried. No, they don't. They don't. There might be some form of logging that you can do if, for whatever reason, you were to need a crap ton of this for something. Right, that should give us enough. 36. That should probably be enough to get us over to the coal and to the iron. So we're going to run I'm going to run a power line. Maybe we'll run a power line over this way. So, there we go. We're going to get closer so that it'll activate. Right, so there should now be powered. Now, these have only got a very limited range. So the little kind of blue square that you see, turquoise square you see around it, that's the range that they are going to power something. So in this case, a drill has to be within that little blue circle, otherwise it won't get power. Oh, this is going to be a pain in the arse. It's just slightly... crap. Slightly on the wonk. I'm going to move the drill rather than just build an extra bloody pylon over there. And then that's the final one for that. That will be powered. That's what we want to see. And now that is going to run indefinitely. I say it's going to run indefinitely. It's going to run until this runs out of electricity. And pick you up and just move you one further along. Actually, we just move you one back even there. That'll do the trick. Does it not? I thought that was within the... Okay, there we go. That can go there. We have to build an extra pylon. Bugger. Okay, I tried. It wasn't very clever, but there we go. Oh, you're not needed anymore. Haha! You have been replaced. You have been replaced indeed. And that And that. Right. So, we've got electricity. Electricity is on the go. We've got copper being made. We have got iron being made. Not very efficiently just yet, but that is all about to change. That's going to be a job for next time. It's a good start. A solid start. Indeed, for all of this. We will get a drill on the go to get coal up to the boiler in the near future, just to save me having to do the running and jogging. We will get iron and copper being fully automated very shortly as well. And the little copper circle going on down there is doing the business for us. Right. It's a start. It's a start. We've got machines working. We've got systems on the go. Next time, we will, probably be making more spectacular progress next time. It takes the initial 20-25 minutes is just kind of getting the basics of stuff up and running. Now we've got electricity, we can properly get into building the big production lines. That, though, is going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoy me play a slightly different game. I don't know how long. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get towards the car, but I thoroughly enjoy playing this one. Fantastic fun, Factorio. I very much recommend it. That, though, is going to be it from me. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.